Yeah.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a very interesting topic that is entrepreneurs. I call them edupreneurs, education plus entrepreneurs. So, edupreneurs and the school development plan according to India. So, yes, I have been into international education for last 16 years, and this was nothing new to me. SDPs, wherein a lot of Cambridge school and a lot of in Western countries, they adopt STPs and they do a lot of things. And I congratulate IUEF to got in touch with, and they brought such an interesting topic in the times of today in COVID-19 and how things are. So I will not take much of the time, and I would like to introduce the first speaker of the day. So how it will go is I will be introducing the speakers, they will be giving their speeches, and then there will be a question answer round for them. So the time allotment for their speeches is 10 minutes, and the question answer round would be 5 minutes. So first of all, I would like to welcome Mrs. Manoshi Roy Chowdhury, the first lady of Techno India Group and the inspirational factor behind the immensely successful founder of the group, Sri Gautam Roy Chowdhury. Mrs. Manoshi Roy Chowdhury is a role model for those women who have never get the opportunity to identify their latent potential and channelize it and tread the path of success. The mantle of co-chairman of Pan-India Educational Empire, comprising of number of schools, colleges, and universities. It is indeed a heavy one, but Miss Manoshi Roy Chowdhury, with her grit, determination, and zeal, has shouldered the responsibility which Sri Gautam Roy Chowdhury, with Ellen and all the institutions of Techno India Group, have scaled great heights under her leadership. She is passionate about music and possesses a sound knowledge of sports as well. A multifaceted and charming personality, recipient of several awards, such as the Best Private University of the Year 2018 in Entrepreneurship Development, Innovation of Higher Education for Techno India University by Quality Forum of India, and Entrepreneur Award from the Eastern Chamber of Commerce. We welcome you, ma'am, and we would like to have your inputs on the topic today. Over to you.
Thank you so much, all of y'all in the platform. Congratulations to such a team where during all these days when everyone is locked down, they have been trying their best, working together to bring a topic and all specialists from this zone in the platform so that they can share their views. I'm really honored. It's a pleasure to be here to share our thoughts, my thoughts, so that we can look forward to a brighter India and a shining India after such a pandemic situation. Being from Bengal, I should start with these lines. Prano koriye, hosha koriye, mure aro tao pran. Rabindranath Tagore had said, fill us with life. Life which ends in a bright. We have so many reasons to cry, but 1,000 more reasons by which we can smile. This pandemic situation had started, and every institute had no other alternative but to close down the institute for the safety of the children, the students, the teachers, and all the associated staff. Online education was the only alternative. So immediately, For Techno India Group, it was innumerable number of colleges, schools, and universities which had to start working in a totally different scenario. I think each and everyone here has been doing the same. Online education was not only the system. So we had to work day and night. And the teachers were there with their Skype, Google Classrooms, YouTube, Zoom classes, so that they could take the curriculum forward so that the students could be doing their classes from the houses. The parents could be satisfied. Well, then comes the anxiousness, the curiosity, the fear, the panic from the students and the teachers. What is going to happen next? So it was Monosheet, a platform where we were dealing with the mental condition of all of them. It was started, and our counselors were always ready to solve their questions, to motivate them, to be beside them, and to support them whenever they felt that they wanted someone to be by their side. Well, next comes the situation where the state was wanting support for isolation. It was for quarantines. So we had to also support the state with the Kuch Bihar Hospital. It was the Offbeat Center and our Shironj University campus. They are being used for isolation and quarantines. We are giving cars, vehicles, so that the doctors and the nurses can be transferred to the schools, the hospitals, and the medical fraternity. We are so thankful for this total zone of medical fraternity who are working day and night, the police, the traffic, who are working so that we can be safe. I cannot but extend my thanks before going into the depth of how to go about with entrepreneurship and school development programs. It is for them that we are safe, we are happy to be in our homes. Now, one thing before starting also, we should never feel bored. We should we should feel fortunate that we are in our homes, so protected, concerned by our family members. Make our homes a restaurant where we can go for new dishes. Make it a party place where y'all can sing, start using music as a source of motivation. Make it a temple so that we can pray, we can think about positive thoughts, and make the place, the house, a home, a place of love. This will help you to motivate how to go about during these days of lockdown. Our students have to go ahead with thoughts where entrepreneurship is one of the most important areas. Entrepreneurship deals with two sectors of students. One is the educated ones. Already educated, they want to have a job, supply job to people so that they can deal with the situation, go for a new business, help other students to take up a job in his company. And the next comes is the uneducated level. Yes, they do not have that level of education. but they really need to support their family members. And I feel they are the most motivated. They can go to any thought by which they can start their new business. I am so confident as because I'm the better half of such an entrepreneur who had started this huge empire. He had got a job in telco after his industrial engineering in Bombay, but he felt that he is supposed to give jobs to people and not work under someone. Ultimately, it was the thought of bringing private engineering courses in the state, and this is how it rolled. Colleges, schools, and finally the first private university in the state is what Techno can claim of, can be proud of. The schools are the base. And here we are all from the school sector today. I feel we are dealing with the most important section. The students who have to be molded mentally by their teachings, by their thoughts, and they have to be dealt with very carefully, very sensitively. These children, when they get the right track, I feel they can do wonders. It's our job to convince them, to make them understand we are there during these days where our teachers are working day and night to make it possible that the curriculum is finished. The students, they should not feel bored. And they should not feel that we do not have, how do I say it? We are not engaged. We should always go for such systems where they are engaged, they are anxious to come to the screen, they have their quizzes, their continuous exams, their studies. We have students from Balurghat, from Konnagar, from every district, and they are performing such brilliant experiments, and that too from the kitchen, from the living room. How much involved can they be? They are the motivating sectors for us. For them, we should be there. We should make them understand that it is on you that this total nation is depending. It is from a country like India, where schools are from the rare ends. It's not only the metros, in the district levels, in the suburbs, in the rural areas, but these students are our assets. They eagerly wait for the next class. They eagerly wait for their art competitions. They are waiting for their quizzes. It is our duty to motivate them. It is our duty to start this online education, but we have to understand one thing, that we may say that lockdown period will be over by 21st. It's not so easy. After lockdown is over also, to cater to the normal situation will be very, very long. Till the vaccine is there, we have to make up our minds that our education will not only be online, it has to be, offline, but it has to be a combination of online and offline. Students have to be careful, teachers have to be careful, and we have to take this situation very, very seriously. But yes, nothing to panic. Let the vaccine come. Let us all be together. each side by side, maintaining social distancing, have the classes, have the labs. But yes, students should also understand that everything is important, but the most important is their health. They have to live properly. So let us help the medical fraternity, doctors, the nurses, and online education is always with us. How to improve the total school development program is where we need to look into. There are many factors by which we can judge how the school can develop. The main portion is how is my student taking this situation? It is critical situation. Let us be together. Let us motivate them. And let us tell them that we are there for every sort of teaching. Because it is for this single purpose that we are together to share our thoughts through these days. Thank you so, so much. Am I over or can I continue?
Hello, Vasudha ma'am, are you there? Hello.
Am I?
Chetan sir.
Yeah, Vasudha ma'am, please unmute yourself.
Just did. Thank you.
Hello.
Should I unmute?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, yes.
Am I
Hello.
audible?
Yes, you're audible,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So,
Am I audible?
yes, ma'am. I have few questions to ask you.
Hello? Yes, I'm there.
Yeah. So, can I go ahead with the questions, Mrs. Chaudhary? Jensen, can I go ahead with the questions?
Yes, please. I suppose there's some problem with the network.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Yes.
You may proceed, ma'am.
Yes. So, So my first question to you, Mrs. Chaudhary, is what kind of subjects do you think the students should be exposed to through workshops in order to inculcate professional experience for future endeavors? Mrs. Manoshi Roy Chowdhury, are you there?
There's a network problem, I suppose.
Mrs. Chaudhary, are you there?
There's network problem.
Ma'am, please go ahead. I guess she may have dropped.
Please,
Okay, so
she is there. Please unmute your mic, ma'am. Please unmute your mic.
Manushi ma'am, please unmute your mic.
Yes, I'm there.
Yeah,
Hello?
Manushi ma'am. Yes, Manushi
Yes.
ma'am. The first question to you is, I will be asking you a couple of questions. What kind of subjects do you think the students should be exposed to through workshops in order to inculcate professional experience for future endeavors?
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel there are 3 areas where the students have to look into. One is the normal basic way the subjects go ahead where literacy in maths, literacy in the language, communication, social workshops, subjects which are for. The second is when a critical situation arises, then they should be trained for critical thinking, curiosity, how to go ahead with their communication, and how to take these difficult situations in a positive way. And last comes the technology part, the scientific part, the creativity and innovation part, where they have to look into so that we can train them and they can be aware of such situations, and they are helped to go to a professional area. Audible. It is also persistence and leadership qualities which they should be trained with for their professional areas. These are the areas which are most required in professional fields. Am I audible?
Vasudha ma'am, please turn on your mic.
Yes, Vasudha ma'am, please go ahead.
Yes. So, yeah. So my second question to you is, in your opinion, what do you think as the co-chairperson of such a big education group, Techno India, in education regarding impact of COVID-19 outbreaks and lockdowns on academics of schools in West Bengal, particularly, and in our country in general?
It's breaking. Can I hear it once more?
Yes. So the question is, in your opinion, as the co-chairperson of such a big education group, so what do you think is the impact of COVID-19 and lockdown in the school sectors of West Bengal in particular and in India in general?
Looking into the security and the health of the students, the schools, rather the colleges, universities, everything is under lockdown. They are shut down and the students are in their homes. But definitely online education has taken a huge jump. Every institute, I feel, is working hard so that the students can complete their curriculum, they can feel engaged, and they can feel that they are having a life which is almost a replica of that which was in the school, in their houses. But yes, they are safe and sound, but at the same time, they are with their parents. They are getting much of their home time, their family time with their parents as well.
Okay. The next question is, what are your views of establishing schools in West Bengal and in the home state or anywhere in the country with the current system of legality and compliances?
Well, you know, establishing schools in our state or outside, as we have in other states as well, it is really, it's a pleasure, I should say, that the welcome we get and the way we go ahead with the schools, the parents, the legalities, there are areas where we have to look into, but it's really wanted, and we are always there to go ahead with new institutions in the state and outside. But we are there for the students, and schools are a necessity, very, very important. At this hour, after the lockdown period, maybe there has to be a fall in the graph, but slowly I'm sure it's going to rise by 21. It'll be totally normal, and we have to be patient. Perseverance is another point. We have to have that positivity that surely we'll be coming back to the normal days and everything will be fine.
Okay. And what are your tips to the new edupreneurs in your state? The people coming up with the new schools. So what are your tips for them?
Well, before the lockdown, I would say that they are really going ahead with a very good thought, the base of it to go ahead, because we are very much confident that it is education which helps a child to grow. So they are on the right track. They have to go ahead with the blessings of the parents, with the support of the teachers, and the students are there, always happy to be in such schools. And I think it's one of the best ideas to go ahead with schools and colleges.
Right.
But yes.
And last but not the least, so according to you, you have been such a big entrepreneur and educationist also. Which is most important? Is instructional strategy, that is curriculum, is more important, or the infrastructure is important? So for you, which is of the paramount and which should be given more priority?
Well, I feel infrastructure is very important mainly for a school, because a child loves to go to the labs, to the green grounds to play, to the classrooms with the soft boards and the chart pages all around, to see their paintings, to see their writings. So it is an interest area which attracts a child, but at the same time, teachers are equally important. So it is a combination. One cannot be without. At this moment, teachers are so very important, because online education is doing the total bit, but definitely school campus equally plays a huge role.
Right. Thank you so much, Monisha ma'am. Thank you so much, Manoshi Roy Chowdhury.